But despite their thorough domestication, the notion persists that the cat is still somehow a wild animal that can look after itself. It's what drives the overpopulation crisis. Many loving cat owners feel it's simply cruel to keep Kitty indoors, even if he's not fixed. For the neglectful pet owner, cats are simply a disposable pet. If Kitty no longer fits your lifestyle, dump him. He can look after himself. Whether from love or neglect, millions of cats are outside doing what they do best, multiplying. In rural areas, it's not unusual to see cats congregate in barns. But what is unusual is the explosion of cat colonies on the urban landscape. On Canada's Parliament Hill, in derelict motels on the Vegas Strip, on Hollywood backlots. Wherever there's a vacant parking lot or alley, you'll find homeless cats. And cat lovers looking out for them.
I'm putting some food in my pack sack, which I'm going to carry into the woods to feed these abandoned cats that we've been feeding for the last couple of months.
On remote Quadra Island off the west coast of British Columbia, volunteers look after a growing wildcat colony.
Orangey. People end up with litters, and then those litters get dumped. People are dumping adult cats that they can't afford anymore. I mean, we know of a few different dumping spots on the island.
Many of these cats are abandoned pets. Others were born wild and are now considered truly feral. They won't accept human contact. In the balmy southern U.S., it's even easier to rationalize abandoning an unwanted cat. And the warm climate means an endless breeding season, as many as 4 litters a year.
Call any rescue group in town and say, I have kittens for you, and they say, I'm sorry, we have absolutely no room for any more kittens.
Here, in recession-ravaged Las Vegas, cats are abandoned in record numbers.
They're leaving the animals behind. It's a horrible, horrible situation for them because we want to help them, but unfortunately, we have so many we can't take more in.
And for cat lovers, dropping abandoned kitties off at a public shelter is no solution anyway. A majority still euthanize unwanted cats, making the shelter, ironically, the unsafest place for cats.
Previous to that, the caregivers do. These are
based in Washington, D.C., Alley Cat Allies is the world's most powerful cats' rights organization. With nearly 200,000 volunteers, it is focused on keeping cats out of shelters.
Most Americans are unaware of the rampant killing in shelters. We're not going to tolerate that, and we believe that the public doesn't tolerate it, that they just don't know about it.
When Alley Cat Allies made No Kill its mission, cat lovers everywhere jumped on board. It became one powerful lobby group. Even the U.S. military went no kill. When charged with depopulating an island overrun with feral cats, it airlifted the cats off the island rather than face the wrath of the cat lobby. Alley Cat Allies insists that cats belong in the great outdoors.
Because stray and feral cats are a part of our natural landscape and have been for thousands of years, we know that they have always been in the United States since this country was settled.
To promote that philosophy, Alley Cat Allies designed a Cats Outdoors campaign, pitting it directly against organizations like the American Humane Society, which insist on cats indoors. But for the public to buy the idea of millions of cats outdoors, those cats have to be fixed. That's why Alley Cat Allies promotes Trap, Neuter, and Return.
Trap, Neuter, Return prevents future litters of kittens and stabilizes feral cat colonies.
Trap the cat, neuter it, and return it back whence it came. And once again, compassionate cat lovers quickly signed up. Trap, neuter, return has become a movement with thousands of volunteers committed to the proverbial herding cats. The idea is to trap and neuter every cat in a colony. That means mass fixing, an impossible task, but in LA, they're giving it their best.
I've done probably 100 cats in the last 2 months, and they've helped me.
These cats actually came from a hoarder's house.
I've gotten every cat in the neighborhood fixed, and then this one shows up.
It's barely 7 in the morning, and already they are lined up at Fix Nation.
Fix Nation is a spay-neuter clinic that is mainly for homeless, stray, and feral cats. And it's a service that we provide to the public. It's free to the public. Our goal is to do 20,000 cats a year. That averages out to about 80 cats per day.
So this is our prep station. In this case, we have a male. They're prepping it. We have 2 doctors on staff.
As efficient as this place is, assembly line fixing still costs. To fix 20,000 cats a year, $1 million, all donated. If all goes according to plan, every cat in a colony is sterilized and returned to live out its days looked after by humans outside. The ideal is this colony here on Canada's Parliament Hill, where every aspect of feral cats' lives is managed, including annual vaccinations.
Hello, my snowball girl.
Oh, I know, baby, I know.
Baby girl.
Just after Thanksgiving, a group of us came down and we cleaned out the sheds. I'm sure if we weren't here, it would be a pretty brutal life.
It is a brutal life for most feral cats. They live on average 3 years, compared to 13 for indoor pet cats.
She'll take off as soon as she realizes anything.